Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and I'm going to do a video series on the 6 C's of healing and go a little more in depth on them. So I want to talk about the first C today, which is commitment. And it's super important that commitment it's the absolute first and most important C to healing. Okay, so what is commitment actually? Commitment is to yourself. So when you're chronically ill, when you have pain or suffering, symptoms, illness, whatever it is, and you've been in this and you've been struggling, you need to commit. Make 100% commitment to yourself that you are going to heal. You are going to continue to try. You're going to continue to get up off the ground. Right? You're like Rocky. You're going to see it through. You're going to get up and keep going. You might fail. You might have to change. You might have to change protocols. You might have to, there's so many things that you might give up. You might fail. You might do all these things, but you're going to get back up and you're going to keep going because you've committed to yourself to see it through. This is a long haul commitment. So when you're making a health commitment to yourself that you are going to heal, you are going to heal 100%, you already know that this commitment is a lifetime, long-term commitment. So you know it's a marathon and not a sprint. It's really important. A lot of people think they're going to commit to something and they're going to see results right away within a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and that's not always the way it works. So when you commit to yourself, you want to be committing for the long haul. And no matter what happens, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how hard it is, no matter what challenges you are going to face, this commitment encompasses all of it. Like, you are going to do it anyway, in spite of knowing that there's going to be tons of challenges, tons of things that go wrong. It could be a long, hard struggle, but you are in it for however long it takes. You're in it for the long haul, and this commitment is to yourself. So you're going to make other commitments along the way. You're going to make a commitment to your protocol. You're going to make a commitment to your schedule. You're going to make a commitment to the types of health things and things that you're doing in your program. Now, those can change. You do need to make a consistent commitment to follow through, right? If you are a bodybuilder, if you are somebody who is 400 pounds and wants to become a bodybuilder, you know that this is a long-term commitment. You know that you might change your diet along the way. You might change your gym routine, but basically overall, you're going to be having diet and exercise in this routine. So you know you're going to be doing health protocols, and they may change, they may tweak, they may do different things, but you're committed to something. So somebody who's 400 pounds who wants to be a bodybuilder needs to lose the weight and also firm up all their muscles, right? And everything, and commit to this process. So this commitment is dedication over time. So it's consistency over time that yield the results in this case. Because if this person committed to this goal, but only does it for 2 weeks, only does it for 30 days, only does it for 60 days, even only does it for 6 months, they are not going to go from 400 pounds to being on stage being a bodybuilder. But if they commit to however long it takes, day in and day out, they will see the results. It will happen. It is the law of biology that if you put in the work consistently over time, you are going to see the results. It will come. So this person just has to continue to commit, to not cheat, to not give up, to not stray off course, to not, when challenges come, to not say, well, that's too much for me, I guess I'm going to quit here. If they keep going, if the commitment is there, the results will follow. So the commitment is not only a commitment to your protocols and your health things, but it's mostly to yourself. This is 100% a mind shift, and your commitment needs to be solid to yourself for the long haul. No matter what happens, no matter what challenges, no matter what, You're going to stay committed because you are going to achieve this goal. This is going to come to you. And even if you don't believe it, even if your faith falters many, many times, you are going to just keep going because you made a commitment. You're going to figure out how to make it work along the way. You're going to keep going. You're just never going to give up. And that's really what commitment is about. It's just, I am never going to give up. I am not going to give up. I'm not going to resign myself to this. I may have to accept it for the moment. I may have to accept it every day for that moment. But I'm never giving up, and I'm committed to my goal over the long term. And then you will see results. So this is the number one most important thing. And it's all about the mind. It's all about your promise to yourself, right? This builds on your willpower, your determination. But determination and willpower are nothing without a promise and a vow to yourself, where you're holding yourself accountable because you want it, because you deserve it, and because you know if you never give up and you continue to keep going, it's ultimately inevitable that you will see results. You will see results, maybe not on your timeline, maybe not when you want them, maybe not the exact way you thought you'd get them, but the results will come. And it's about staying the course. It's this promise to yourself. So commitment is of the utmost importance. You can't heal without this commitment. It's the foundation which everything else is built upon. So if everything else falls by the wayside and you're not doing your protocols, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, but your mind is still committed, you're still mentally committed that you're not going to give up, then you'll get yourself back up and you'll find another way. The mind has to be committed to yourself. This vow cannot be broken. This has to be a pact. This has to be your most important vow that you've ever made to anyone. You're making it to yourself. You're making it to the universe. You're making it to God. You're making it out loud. It's a declaration and a commitment to keep going and to never give up. So I hope that you found this video helpful, and I will see you tomorrow for the next C.